Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ANEXIS TV. This is Kyanite. Long time no see. Well, more like long time no hear, since you can't really see me. But here we have ANEXIS versus Embrace. ANEXIS obviously being the current British team of the German organisation ANEXIS, here on the dust2. As it looks like the T's have gone for a quick T push here just to warm us up. Release goes down onto Hivlant's pistol, and the CTs obviously will have to rotate, but look at this, the T's waited outside long. They're actually making their way towards the A bomb site now though. Is there a CT? There is, but he's been taken down, and now ANEXIS find themselves in trouble. It's currently 5 versus 1. What can xbxone do? Let's have a look at him then. He's making his way onto short. I think he knows a bomb's going to go down. He knows it's there. He's actually spotted the bomber, but he's hiding, and xbxone is going to be in a lot of trouble here as he gets surrounded and taken down. So ANEXIS, I wouldn't say ANEXIS are the underdogs, more like Embrace. ANEXIS obviously featuring Release, xbxone, Husey, Rattlesnake, MX, obviously ex-top source players. I'm not quite sure who Embrace are, in all honesty. It'd surprise me if you guys, the watchers, knew who Embrace are. But anyways, let's take a look at what's going on. This is the first time I actually shoutcast on CSGO, so I'm going to have to try and get used to some of these new features they've given us shoutcasters. As we can see, the terrorists are taking it a bit slow. Darty watching outside of B, Release is holding it by himself, MX holding mid, and the CTs, namely ANEXIS, playing long, quite aggro. They should be able to hear what's going on here. MX will have spotted Pop going down mid, or at least I think he'd have spotted Pop going down mid. Obviously, for those of you guys who aren't familiar with the game, money is a big factor, and we'll go into that a little bit later. MX has been tagged at mid. Nothing happening just yet, but it looks like the T's are going to make their way into long here. We do know that there's 2 CTs there. We will have heard them now, but Husey gets 1 kill, xbxone with another kill, and Rattlesnake with the 3rd. So 3 on 2 actually in favour of ANEXIS, who had less money, had only pistols. So Embrace could still very well turn this around. Godlike flash there, and obviously they'll want to get the bomb down now, but MX takes a kill to Godlike. And MX is hunting for this last terrorist, who kills 3. Well played, Darty. Took out all 3 ANEXIS players. And what could turn out to be an enormous clutch, to be fully honest. Because it means, going back to what we were talking about regarding money, obviously every player starts off with 800 coins, or $800, as far as I can remember. And obviously the more kills you get, the more money you make, the better guns you buy. Better guns means higher chances of better kills, obviously. So taking another look at what's going on at the moment. Clear that. Husey playing long by himself, Rattle holding A by himself. Looks like the CTs are doubling up mid with Release playing B. One thing we've noticed from Embrace, they've liked to work short, they try and use it quite a bit. So let's go and take a look at what they're doing. Dart watching B as per usual. Pop and Hivlant making his way onto the A bomb site. I think they can hear Rattlesnake. They probably know he's there, as they'll prepare to push out now. Rattlesnake, they've seen him. He's thrown the nade. He has flashed Hivlant, so he will call the rotation now. Rattlesnake with the FAMAS. He's been flashed and naded, but he's actually alright. He knows that one of the T's is there, and the nades are starting to go on to short. Husey just holding long, and Hivlant with the first kill. Rattlesnake is being pushed here, takes down 1. Can he get a second? No, he can't. Decent takes him out. Husey, here's a terrorist coming long, takes him out as well. 3 on 3. Slight advantage to Embrace, because MX is quite heavily tagged, but the bomb has gone down on A. Godlike being surrounded by 2 CTs is received back up now. Down goes Release, down goes ANEXIS. 2 kills there by Embrace, and the last CT, sorry, is going to be Hughes, who is going to save. Probably quite an intelligent choice, making his way back too long. So, what did ANEXIS do wrong there? Well, probably gave away short too easily, probably rotated a bit too slowly. Rattlesnake, there was only so much he could do when you stood there on the ramp area. Now they're actually hunting Husey down. If I can figure out how to get out of the map. Husey takes down 1. Will he take down the second? Pulls out his pistol, but no, Pop takes him down. And 3-0 to the Swedes at the moment. But then again, the Swedes won the pistol round. The Swedes had the money advantage. So now, obviously, this is going to be where ANEXIS' balls are tested, if you don't mind me saying that. Actually, no, it won't be, because because they lost that round. They bought up on the second round, so they're going to have to pistol this round again, which on paper should be another round for Embrace. And obviously ANEXIS won't want to give a lot of rounds away against Embrace, especially when ANEXIS really here at the Prague Challenge. For those of you who don't know where Prague is, it's obviously in the Czech Republic. xbxone holding short by himself. This is obviously a LAN. One smoke going down mid. Let's take a look at what's going on. And it looks like we're seeing the usual. MX obviously has his pistol. He can't really watch mid, so the T's are taking advantage of that. xbxone holding short. Release. Pushing into tunnels, that's quite good. However, he spotted the rotate there. He spotted it. He's going to fall back now. And I think we'll start to see some sort of rotation. Godlike with the first kill. And the T's have made their way into the B tunnels. Release has fallen out of the bomb site. Rattlesnake, however, jumps off short, picks him up. And it's currently 4 on 4 as Darty makes his way into the bomb site. Let's take a look at what the CT's doing at Rattlesnake. And xbxone making their way up. Lowers. Rattlesnake gets naded by Pop. Pop with that second kill onto xbxone. And now it's all down to Release and Hughes, who unfortunately obviously do have pistols. Release is just gambling at the moment. He's being flashed. He's spotted decent. Takes him out though. Hughesy with another kill. And the 4 versus 2 just goes to show how quick Counter-Strike can change. Hyvalant there. Takes down Release. He's going to look for Hughes. Spots him. Tags him. Actually, he doesn't. Hughes is running away. Smart choice again. It's 2 on 1. Obviously, Hughes will want to save that gun. And by the looks of things, the terrorists also want to save that gun. So another big round for Embrace, but my guess is that ANEXIS should be able to buy up now on this 5th round. If they can't, then they've got to take a hard look at themselves, and they can. So obviously this ANEXIS lineup, those of you who aren't aware of who they are, consisting of Rattlesnake, xbxone, Hughes, and Rattlesnake and MX. Sorry, obviously Rattlesnake. Some of you guys who are ex-Source players will recognise him from his days at Dignitas. Obviously some of the other players at Dignitas, but we're going to have a quick push into B here. As Release is all by himself. Release takes down Pop. Release gets taken down by Godlike. 4 versus 4, actually 3 versus 4. Godlike with the most recent kill onto Release. Dart, we're following him now. Godlike nading out of window. The bomb will go down. Obviously, the terrorists get money for planting the bomb. It's a quick B push, and they know that Rattlesnake is hovering underneath that window area. Obviously, they got the bomb down now. We'll see MX and xbxone making their way through the B side of tunnels, looking to surround the terrorists. They know one of them's there. They've been tagged. They've been hit. They're being gangbanged at the moment. Rattlesnake a bit. Can't do much with his AWP there, but he's going to try and make his way. But it's not going to matter because Release, MX and Rattlesnake all going huge, wiping out Embrace on the B bomb site. And that was the important round for ANEXIS. A big round for them, because if they had lost that one, then it would have put Embrace 5 rounds ahead, which really would have meant that ANEXIS would have had to eco or deco again. And obviously pistols against normal guns. There should be only one winner, but obviously it's Counter-Strike, and as we saw, anything can happen. So, but by looks of things, we're going to have 2 players going towards long, be at the bomb. I think they're going to wait outside here, but we've got a quick B push. So let's take a look at Release if we can. Release takes down 1. Where are you, Release? There he is. He throws that nade with his FAMAS. Takes down another. No, he doesn't. Takes down another. There he is. Darty gets killed by Release. Release currently against Godlike. He's got his pistol out. They both know where each other are. Release goes aggressive on him. He spots him. 1 bullet will kill each one of them. Godlike, it's cat and mouse at the moment between Godlike and Release. Release goes down, but the bomb has been planted on A, like we said, like we assumed. ANEXIS are rotating quite fast, so Hyvalant and Co waited outside long, and what looked to be a B push actually wasn't. xbxone there. Now it's Godlike versus xbxone. What a shot by xbxone. Take a bow, son. How did he do that moving with his M4? And Godlike got taken down. Decent tactic by Embrace. We saw what they did. They rushed into B. Release was panicking here. Rattlesnake and MX rotated from mid. The bomber actually was waiting outside here, and A rotated too fast towards the B bomb site, and they came and planted here. So as far as the terrorists are concerned, this is probably a terrorist-sided map. The 4 rounds ahead, but it's quite even, especially against a team as strong as ANEXIS, for example. So, you know, as far as Embrace are concerned, they got the bomb down, so they'll have a bit of money. They're going to eco now by the looks of things. Looks like they're going to make their way towards long. It looks like xbxone and Hughes have more or less sussed this one out as the flash goes in. As actually, that was a smoke. Usually takes down decent. xbxone with 2 kills. xbxone with 3. xbxone with 4. Showing Embrace how it's done. Fair enough, it was against an eco, but if you've got a player like Hudzy's caliber, an ex-MTW player, an ex-Dignitas player, obviously replaced Weber in this ANEXIS lineup. When you've got him watching long along with Husey, then if you're a counter-terrorist, then you don't really have much to worry about. So let's take a look at this AWP fight between Hivelaw and Rattlesnake. Obviously Rattlesnake renowned for his AWPing ability. MX currently holding the B-bomb site with Release. However, the T's look to have made their way down to short. What are they going to do here? The bomb is obviously outside along. We've seen Embrace trying to fake B quite a lot. MX is now holding more inside B, with ANEXIS holding short rather than mid. Rattlesnake, instead of holding mid, he's holding long, and at the moment it could go either way, as Hudzy is holding CT spawn. Let's take a look at what the T's are doing. Looks like they're going to try and make a short push. The bomb is at palm. They're taking it slow, actually. Nothing yet. It looks like the bomb is going down mid. Dart just causing problems on the A-bomb site. Shooting left, right and centre. Trying to make noise. Godlike still holding the upper tunnels, making sure. So I think they're going to probably either go mid to B or B, because the bomb is in lower tunnels. Let's take a look what's going on. Again, Release has actually moved out of B, so this could actually end up being problematic. They know Darty's on short. Husey can hear him at long, but the bomb is obviously in upper tunnels. Release is waiting at the window, so it looks like the bomber is going to go in, being Hivelaw, who is an AWP. Let's take a look at what he's doing. Looks like it's going to be a mid to B plus B push. Let's take a look at the terrorists pushing mid to B. Or actually, let's take a look at Release's view. Hudzy takes down Darty. They know that at least two of the terrorists are in B now. Release jumping in from the window. He knows that 1, 2 or 3. Rattlesnake takes down Decent. Rattlesnake and MX working together. MX with the second, and now we've got Pop by himself in that B bomb site. Can he pull off this 4-on-1? He spotted Rattlesnake. No, he can't. A good kill by Release. Takes down Pop, and ANEXIS have brung this game back from 4-0 to 4-4, and it goes to show how much of a difference having a decent amount of money can make. So, what went wrong that round? Well, you know, I'm not the Gary Neville of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Release dropped out of the B bomb site. Fair play to them. They took it very well. And looks like we're going to have a quick B push now. Release, let's take a look at him. Go on, Release. Release, he knows they're pushing. He takes down 1, takes down 2, takes down 3. Can he make it 4? He makes it 4. Can he make it 5? Actually, MX got the 4th kill. Release was more than ready on the B bomb site for that quick eco push by Embrace. He couldn't make it 5. MX didn't steal the 4th, but I'm sure Release won't mind, as it's the round that counts at the end of the day. So here we have it, 5 rounds to 4 in favour of ANEXIS. A huge round for Release there. I think that's 2 4-mans we've seen so far. One by George Hudzy Hodgkins, one by Daniel Release Mullen. So, a round where both teams have bought. Husey with the first kill of the round as both teams spar at each other. Looks like the CTs, namely ANEXIS, are playing 2 CT spawn, 1 mid. They're spreading back out now. Hudzy holding long by himself, and the terrorists, well, Darty's already dead, so Pop is making his way into lower tunnels. Taking their time. This is the slow part of Counter-Strike Source. I think it's the part that not a lot of people like, but, you know, that's Counter-Strike Global Offensive for you. I know I just said Counter-Strike Source. I used to shoutcast Counter-Strike Source. Forgive me for that. But yeah, going back to Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Release holding the B bomb site by himself. Decent, and Pop. The bomb is obviously on short. Down goes Hudzy. But Hurricane will be dropped as well. So Rattlesnake with the kill. Godlike is by himself. After waiting for so long, the round ends up going so quick with a short push. I think MX knows Godlike is there at the moment. It's just who peeks first, as Godlike will try to peek. MX is actually running away now. Can Godlike get that kill? Good shot by MX, who takes down Godlike. And ANEXIS have brought this back down from 4-0 down to 6-4, and that is what they're about. That is what Counter-Strike Global Offensive is about. You've got to work as a team. And now Embrace, well, you guessed it, they don't have that much money because they bought last round. Actually, they will buy AKs, so one player dropping for the remainder of them. I'm not quite sure why this new Counter-Strike Global Offensive GUI made, especially for shoutcasters, doesn't allow us to view money. But let's take a look at what's going on. So more or less similar lineup. Release and MX, sometimes doubling up B, sometimes not. We've got Rattlesnake playing mid. I believe he's going to be AWPing. He will be. He's playing inside B now. No, he still is playing inside mid. Sorry, they're going to make a mid push. Rattlesnake gets taken down by Godlike, and Release is obviously being made aware due to Rattlesnake's death about this possible mid to B push. We obviously have X-ray vision, so we know that's not going to happen. Darty is preparing himself to add to his list of kills. and hopefully not his list of deaths as he prepares to make his way onto short. Obviously, he's got his mates behind him as they prepare this flash. We've also got Hivlar with the AWP at long. Looks like he's going to go short as well. Flashes are going to start to go off, and these guys are going to have to start to rotate right now as the T's make their way into the big bomb site. They know that at least one of the CTs is there. They can't spot him. It's actually Hudgy G. Hudgy G gets taken down by Decent. Hughes by himself at long. He has a bit of a clue that a T is going to try and make his way through there. Bit poor by Hughesy, sorry, but gets the job done. And it's 3-on-4. Release spots one of the terrorists. One of the terrorists making his round shot. He knows Release is there because his teammate spotted him. Darty takes down Release, and this could be Embrace's 5th round. Let's take a look at what MX is doing. He's got a bit of health. He's AWPing from within pit. I think the terrorists know that he's there, and Hughes is just going to look to save that AWP, probably give it to Rattlesnake next round. And Darty is going to get taken down by Hughes. But the problem with that is that they now know where his position is. So Hughesy and MX obviously holding within the pit area. The bomb goes off. That's going to be big for Embrace, because when you plant the bomb, you get a lot of money, and when the bomb explodes, you get even more money. So close so far. Many will argue that dust2 is a terrorist-sided map. Some will argue it's a counter-terrorist-sided map. So it depends which way you look at it. Probably it's a fair assessment to just deem that it's a 50-50 map. Anyway, so let's take a look at how the terrorists are lined up. We've got MX AWPing now. He's playing mid. Where's Rattlesnake? Rattlesnake playing long. We saw him play a lot there during his CGS days, especially on dust2, and a bit of a fancy boost there. I've never seen that before, but then again, I don't play Counter-Strike Global Offensive that much. Rattlesnake now on short by himself. He's being flashed. He's going to get pushed by one of the Embrace players. Darty takes down Rattlesnake. Probably a mistake there by Rattlesnake. Hudgy D, however, exchanged the kill onto Godlike. 4-on-4. Hivlar is heavy tagged for Embrace. Looks like we're going to go for somewhat of a short push now as they start making their way onto the A-bomb site. The CTs are making their way down from CT spawn, but it's making their way up from CT spawn. But they're in a bit of a mess, especially with MX holding on to that AWP. Pop takes down Hudgy G. Hudgy G takes down Hivlar, and a few kills left, right, and centre. I can't keep up with it. Oh, Hudgy G takes down one. He couldn't actually get the second kill there, and it's 6-6. Again, Embrace was 6-4 down. Now it's 6-6. Anything can happen, and I think we'll be seeing a deco or an eco now from ANEXIS. So we could very well, on paper, we should be seeing this round. Actually, no, they're buying up. Actually, the previous round was a deco, wasn't it? My memory isn't all that good. Hopefully, he'll improve with a few more casts after returning to Counter-Strike Global Offensive. A few new guns as well that I'll have to learn the names of, but no worries about that. Let's go back to this game. Release holding the B-bomb site by himself. Darty making his way onto short. I think they will have heard him. They know Hudgy G is on short. He killed Godlike by playing fairly aggro from there, so ANEXIS will have the man advantage. MX is watching mid. Embrace will smoke mid though. Hudgy D with one. Hudgy D, can he get the third of the round? No, he can't, but Hurricane is there to make up for it. Rattlesnake playing long with this M4. Not very often we see Rattlesnake with an M4. You bet your life he's as good with it as he is with his AWP. And beautiful headshot there by Rattlesnake onto Decent. And ANEXIS get their 7th round. So ANEXIS will probably be aiming. Obviously it's a MR15, max round 15, best of 15, at least for this half, until both teams swap over. So ANEXIS will be looking to probably get 9-6 here. That'll be ideal for them, especially on probably what they might consider a T-sided map as well. Anyway, we're seeing an eco push into the B tunnels. Not sure whether they're going to go for it. No, they're not. They're taking it slow. However, we do have a CT who is mid. Dart will have heard him. He's taking a look at short, but Rattlesnake, let's have a look at what Rattlesnake is doing. A Rattlesnake could go huge here. Oh, he messed it up, but he will throw the nade. But Rattlesnake got taken down. I think that's going to have to go on an error. To go down as an error on Rattlesnake's behalf. Release gets another kill. 3 versus 4. ANEXIS have the weapons. Hudgy G takes down Pop. Hughes takes down Hivlar. And the last terrorist remaining is Darty, who's made it onto B without no one actually spotting him. He's still got 100 HP, but I think Release has sort of guessed that Darty will most probably be in B. Darty does have the bomb though, so he's probably going to try and get the plant, but Hughesy has got it covered. An 8-6 to ANEXIS as they rack up the points in this first half up against Embrace. Swedish team, obviously, as we said before, at the Prague Challenge. So let's take a look at what the T's are going to do now. Have they bought up? I believe they have, but they've got their knives out at the moment, so I can't quite tell. 4 of them going towards B. ANEXIS actually looks like they're going to push long. No, but they do have 2 playing at long. Now it's currently 3 playing at long. Rattlesnake and Hudgy changing over. Hudgy is actually now taking over at short. And looks like the terrorists have gone for a mid to B push here. Both MX and Release on the B bomb site getting surrounded. Now Darty knows that one of the CTs will be coming CT spawn. Actually, no, he doesn't, but now he does because he's seeing a few bullets flying out there. But he's only on 23 HP. It's currently 5 versus 2. What can Husey and Rattlesnake do? Let's take a look at Rattlesnake. He obviously has an AWP. He's pretty much surrounded, but Rattlesnake more than often can pull something out of the bag. And he's all by himself. Can he grab that one kill? Misses the shot. Can he grab that other kill? No, he cannot. And that is the end of the first half. 8-7 to ANEXIS. Not sure whether or not they'll be pleased with it. But I know I expected ANEXIS to have a higher score. But I think they'll get the job done on T-side because most British teams are stronger on T-side on dust2, to be fully honest. I mean, and like we said before, you can't really argue with this ANEXIS team. It's got the likes of Rattlesnake, used to play for Mouse Sports, Epsilon, MX, Mouse Sports as well, Hudgy G, MTW, Dignitas, Release, FM Toxic, MTW as well, I think. He played alongside Hudgy G for a while at MTW, and Husey used to play for Mouse Sports and Sahara. As we prepare for this second half here on dust2. And there is the swap. So it'll be interesting to see what ANEXIS do on this pistol round. Obviously we'll take a quick look at it here. I think we'll probably see smokes going down mid. Rattlesnake is going to be pushing down mid, and it looks like Embrace know what ANEXIS are going to do there. Embrace have no one on the A bomb site, and it looks like ANEXIS are going to push B anyways. So actually no, they're going lowers. I think they're going to go lowers to mid to B. And if you ask me, I think Embrace know exactly what ANEXIS are going to attempt to do here. And Embrace with 2 quills, decent with the third. Down goes Release. However, Husey does have the bomb, I think. He does, and he's going to go and plant on A. So goes to show anything can happen. And Husey makes his way onto the A bomb site. And so does MX, but he has been spotted. MX gets 1 kill onto Papa. MX gets 2. And he will probably hold short now. And what was a 5 versus 2 is quickly turned into a 3 versus 2. And I think that's why we all love Counter-Strike. The bomb is down in ANEXIS. MX is going to hold the A bomb site. Probably shouldn't be peeking at the moment. Husey is going to hold long. Down goes MX. Godlike knows where Husey is. Husey gets a kill. Husey gets a second. Husey gets a third. How does he do it? I don't know. But that requires hours and hours of deathmatch practice. But, you know, ANEXIS, 5 against 2. Obviously, three players to the worst, and Husey comes huge with the Glock there, takes out 3 Embrace players, and Embrace have no idea what just hit them, as Husey absolutely annihilated them on the A-bomb site at long. So fair play Husey, well played, and that will be a 3-man. I think it could have been a 4-man, because I think he got a kill. Glock round that he'll be proud of. So the terrorists, despite losing the opening round, do have SMGs. They've made their way onto the B bomb site, onto the A bomb site. Sorry again. I'm not quite sure what Embrace are doing. I mean, it looked like it was going to work from the first round. They seem to be sticking together. A killer piece at the moment. Darty takes down Release. Pop takes down MX, and Hughes can hear them all making their way onto short. So Rattlesnake is going to be looking to plant the bomb. It's currently 3 versus 3. As Rattlesnake prepares for this influx of counter-terrorists making their way onto short, but however he's more than prepared and takes Darty down, and it's all Pop by himself, and down goes Pop, and great round by ANEXIS. So obviously ANEXIS need 16 to win, MR 15. If they get 16 rounds, then no matter how many rounds Embrace get, they're not going to get more than 16. The maximum they can get is 14. So Embrace obviously on an eco, lost 2 rounds in a row, probably buy up M4's next round. Let's see what the T's are doing. Looks like a quick short push. Rattlesnake making his way onto short, takes down 1. Darty swaps the kill. OGG now trying to break through onto short, however looks like he's going to fall back. Now we kept seeing Embrace players on B, now we see no one on B and we see everyone on A, so I'm not quite sure what Embrace are doing. However, the bomb is outside long, so we'll probably see MX perhaps making his way onto short, flashing over there, and then these guys will probably eventually push long, and unfortunately Embrace have no one watching it, so it could end up being an issue for them, and that is actually what we're going to see. I think MX is just playing at mid, making shots, and he's actually going to get pushed now. Let's see what's going to happen with him. He's actually falling back to long, and they will spot him going long. But Embrace ANEXIS will obviously get there first. MX with the AK takes down none. Thought he would take down one. So it's 4 against 3, but ANEXIS probably have more hit points combined, so let's see what happens, and obviously better guns. However, Godlike did pick up MX's AK-47. Godlike takes down Release. Where are we? As the TTs make their way up long. 4 versus 2 now. HudGG takes down Darty. HudGG takes down Godlike, and Husey takes down Pop. And there goes Decent. Almost forgot about Decent. Fortunately, not a very decent round for him. And 11-7 to ANEXIS. Husey probably drops that SMG in search of an AK-47, and this will be the first proper round of this second half. Obviously, CT's buying their M4s, their AWPs, more tasty magical guns. As a flash goes over long, looks like ANEXIS might try to take long here. Hyvlon takes down HudGG for the first of this round. MX backs out, gives the bomb back, and I don't think ANEXIS are going to be putting their foot in long again. Other than, obviously, Huzo, who unfortunately is sort of stuck there at the moment. I think he might try to make his way back, or might just play for time. As we take a look at what is actually going on here. Hughes has stayed at long. Again, Embrace not really holding their position really. It's sort of pushing around as a whole as they take down MX and Release. Which leaves Hughes and Rattlesnake by themselves. Rattlesnake running away, throws that nade, throws that flash, sorry. However, he's being chased down. Husey, however, comes from behind, takes down Hyvlon. Rattlesnake goes down to Godline. Husey is by himself. Does he have the bomb? I have no idea. No, he doesn't. The bomb is down at top mid. So he's going to make his way onto short. However, actually, no, he's making his way CT spawn. So we have one player on short. You'll most likely hear him. We're going to have Cupad Decent watching down mid. He's actually already spotted Husey. So the lad on short will most likely drop down and take care of the business. But then again, no rush for the CTs really. I think their main aim now is to make sure Husey does not save that AK-47 and to try and hinder ANEXIS's economy as much as possible. And to be fully honest, that was a colossal round for Embrace, because if they had lost that one, then I think ANEXIS would have gone on to win at least the next 2 rounds, because Embrace would have had to either eco or deco once again. So talking about the money system, which we haven't spoken about in quite a bit, actually, let's take a look at Darty. He's dropped down, he knows Husey is somewhere near B, I think. It looks like they're going to let Husey actually save his weapon. Fair enough, you don't want to mess with Husey when he's got his AK-47 in his hands. And no time to talk about the money system now, as this round will start off once again. So, quite an interesting tactic being employed by Embrace, if you want to call it a tactic, more of an approach really, where they're, let's see what they are doing. I think they're sending 2 long, and they're keeping 1 on short, and then 1 B and 1 mid, which is really what we're used to seeing. But then they're sort of all jumbling up in mid and sort of holding it by themselves, but and pushing up mid and causing all sorts of problems for ANEXIS. And dearie me. Anyways, ANEXIS obviously brought up some players on Galil, some players on AKs, but it looks like they're going to do a typical mid to B push. Darty takes down HudGG, but they've obviously all spotted them there. They've spotted the bomber there. Pop on B ramp gets killed by MX as he returns a favour after Hughes' teammate Husey was killed. Down goes Decent onto the Galil of Rattlesnake, and it's 2v2. So Godlike with the M4, Hyvlon with the AWP. So, retaking bomb sites is always tough with AWPs, but obviously we've seen what Hyvlon is capable of so far this game. Rattlesnake gets that first kill. ANEXIS hears Hyvlon make his way through window, and MX had it covered. Rattlesnake, I think, got a 4-man perhaps there, maybe a 3-man. I'm not sure. ANEXIS so far slaughtering Embrace, slicing them so far. And we see another buy round from the CTs as the T's look to be wanting to go long. Embrace changing their approach a bit, sort of stacking B now with Decent and Popbo playing B, Hyvlon playing mid, Swedish Host and Cupad now, and Godlike, what am I saying, Cupad, making their way onto short. So double stacking short. Obviously it's changing a lot by Embrace, they're making a lot of noise, so that's not really helping their case against the likes of ANEXIS, But let's see what happens. As it looks like the T's are going to try a mid to push, a mid to B push or a short push. Rattlesnake the bomber makes his way onto short, takes down Darty. Godlike takes down 100G. Rattlesnake with his second. He's playing very well with that AK-47 at the moment. Spots that last CT on the A bomb site. Avalon takes him down. Release returns the favour. And now it's 3 versus 2. And Decent and Pop both with M4s. Will be rotating now. MX wipes out Decent. Pop takes out MX with a bullet to the face. And now it's Pop versus both Release and Hughes. And this won't be easy by any means. So let's see what Pop can pull out the bag here. It's been naded, but it's only damaged him by 3 health. He's spotted Release. He's shooting. Release is just taking his time. No rush really. He's being shot at now. He gets taken out with a bullet to the face from Release. Obviously I think he got flashed there and then tried to jump back onto short, but couldn't do it very successfully because of the bricks in the way. But nonetheless, looking good for ANEXIS so far. Obviously they started off being 4-0 down in the first round, but they've managed to turn it around. That's probably what we'd expect from a team of their calibre. And oh, this is going to be interesting. All the ANEXIS players going B and all the Embrace players pushing long, so I don't think I need to explain what the problem was here. So Embrace have obviously now made their way into T-spawn. Noticed, hang on a second guys, no one's here. So they will start, they're all making their way into lowers. Okay, HudGG might get taken out here. Let's see what HudGG can do. HudGG hears them all, takes down 1, takes down 2, takes down 3. And MX actually got 2 of the kills, got 3 of the kills. HudGG with 1. HudGG, MX actually got 4 of the kills. Can't keep it up. Shooting, kills, deaths left, right and centre at the moment for ANEXIS, making it look easy. And let's be fully honest, Embrace not really, you know, doing themselves a lot of favours, as ANEXIS are pretty much slaughtering them and eradicating them off dust2 at the moment. So ANEXIS need one more round to really secure the draw here. Release making his way down to lowers. The CT lineup. Typical 1 in B, 1 mid, Release and Rattlesnake and Hughesy all getting on the score sheet, which leaves Embrace with only 2 players. Embrace Decent holding B. He's going to rotate towards mid. Pop has heard a lot mid. He's flashed, and it looks like ANEXIS will do a short push. Rattlesnake and Co have been spotted on catwalk. Pop making his way behind them. The ball hasn't gone down yet. MX has made his way into B, so could get that frag onto Decent, and as he does. And Pop, will he save now? Will he go for it? HudGG is pushing him. HudGG takes him out. Good shot, son. And down goes Pop. And ANEXIS, like I said before, expected them to be stronger on T side, especially after warming up and all that against, you know, they are the better team, and they've shown that. But fair play to Embrace. 8 rounds, you know, not too bad. And really, Embrace are at a point now where they just got to buy everything they can. There's no point in decoying. They've got to, you know, they need this round to stay in the game pretty much. And funnily enough, they have no one in B, and ANEXIS have made their way into B. So fair play to ANEXIS. They've probably sussed out that Embrace are going to buy up everything they can. However, it is still 4-on-4, so anything can happen. Embrace, Godlike does have an SMG, takes down Rattlesnake, so they do have the man advantage at the moment. Release, Hughesy and MX alive, Godlike and Decent rotating through lower tunnels. We've got 3 CTs coming through lower tunnels. Let's see what the T's can do here. Can they defend this? MX gets taken down. Down goes Release, and Embrace might actually pull this one out the bag, and they have. They bought everything they could, and despite ANEXIS getting the early plant, due to no Embrace players being on the B bomb site, which, you know, again is questionable. I think we can question a lot of what Embrace have done on this CT side so far. Obviously, what they did was they sent, I don't think they sent anyone B, if my memory serves me correct, and ANEXIS just hit them. But now that this means that Embrace can buy, basically. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. The short boost for Hivelant. MX makes his way into lowers, gets taken down by Darty. Darty also takes down Release, and Darty's definitely got his shooting hat on today. Pop takes down HudGG, Hivelant takes down Rattlesnake, and let's see where this last ANEXIS player is. It's Hughes making his way back outside to long. Obviously the bomb's down, he wants to pick it up, but he might have made noise picking up that nade there. Actually, no he didn't. Takes down Pop, just about. He is going to be pushed by a few more CTs. But Hivelant takes him out. And Embrace are on a 2-round winning streak now, so we are seeing ANEXIS. ANEXIS are going to buy up So I think they'll want to win this game, you know, try and get this game over and done with, more or less. Looks like they're going to go release an MX and HudGG and Hughes with the bomb. Also going to make their way into lowers, I think. Hughes might stay uppers. Embrace as well, changing their CT lineup. It's not very easy to guess what they're doing at the moment, but if they know what they're doing, and it looks like they've got somewhat of a clue what they're doing for the past 2 rounds, then fair play to them, it works. So, look what is happening. MX, HudGG, Hughesy, and a release in upper tunnels. Rattlesnake just causing havoc by himself outside long, trying to probably make noises, trying to keep this godlike fella busy. And the smokes have gone out on this mid to B. HudGG takes down Pop as they make their way into B. There's probably one more CT. There is one more CT in there. HudGG takes down Decent. MX takes down Darty. 2 versus 4. Can Embrace pull another round out the hat? Probably not, but if they do, they'll live to fight another day. MX takes down Godlike prior to taking down Hivlan, and that is the end of the game. And the final score, I think, was 16-10. Anyways, my memory is terrible at the moment, and thanks for watching ANEXIS TV, guys.